Okay guys, 99 Acura here. Now it's got a 3.0 in it. We're going to do spark plugs on it and we're going to do a fuel filter. This video is fuel filter. If you need the spark plugs, click on my name underneath this video and just scroll down till you see the Acura 3.0 spark plugs and you'll have that one. So a lot of people say that these don't have fuel filters. They do have fuel filters. They're a little weird to find. You can see where I've already took off these 4 screws. Now those are just going to twist quarter turn and they just pop right off. This is all I've done. I haven't got to the filter yet because I wanted to pull this off and show you. So here's your fuel filter right there. There's your windshield wipers, the one in the middle straight down, that's your fuel filter. There's something to remember about these fuel filters. On this particular car, you're going to use the FF696DL. Now, when we open this fuel filter, it should have brass rings in it, washers. Alright, so this one does not. Oh, there they are right there. Absolutely make sure that you change those. Do not use the old ones. You will have a fuel leak. So absolutely make sure that you change these. It's mandatory. If you don't, every single one I have ever done leaked fuel after I've used the old ones. So just make sure they're in your box. Alright, so let's grab some tools and let's get started on this thing. Okay, so here's the tools that you're going to need. The 17 millimeter here. That's going to hold the housing of the nut while you break loose the lines on both sides. That takes the 17. You're going to use a 10 millimeter, and that's to break loose the clamp that holds the filter on. Let me get some light over here where you can see it a little better. I think right there. There's a round clamp, like a coil clamp, right there. That's a 10 millimeter. And then the lower line is a 14 millimeter. If you have a line wrench, use a line wrench so that you don't strip it because they are extremely tight. This is a line wrench, this is a regular wrench if you don't know what that is. So 14 millimeter on the bottom of that, and then the line on the top of the filter will also be a 17 millimeter. It's a little easier with the socket. So I've taken loose the bottom one already. I have the bracket loose. Let me pull this nut off. You'll see that little brass fitting, looks like I just dropped it. Lays right on top right there. And then you should be able to cock this sideways and lift the filter out. I don't know if I can do it with one hand, but I'll give it a shot. Maybe. Let me set the phone down. Okay, there she is. I had to just push that back a little bit. So there's your old fuel filter right there. Now we can install the new one. So let's grab the new one. We'll slide it in. Now the bracket is going to go in that direction just like that so that the line can come across, and we'll put her back in backwards. Okay, so the 14 millimeter is tightened up on the bottom. We have the 10 millimeter clamp down. If this is an original filter with the car, it's going to have just the one ring. Let me show you this. The brass washer will seat down inside the top of it right there. But because it's an aftermarket filter, it's going to have 2 brass washers. You'll put one on each side of the bolt on the fitting. And it won't have this recess thing right here. So that's how we know that this thing has not been changed. Boy, he's going to enjoy the way it runs. So now I'll just put the plastic back on and we're all done with that. So I hope this video helps you out. Please click like. Please click subscribe. And remember, click under this video on my name for all the other how-to videos, including those plugs if you need it. And as always, guys, enjoy.